Welcome to the Pelican Sports Corner. We got a great show for today. We're going to be talking about how the Pelicans win 5-1 against major competition. We also going to be talking about how James Borrego need to step his game up with some of the lineups and stop relying on a small ball lineup. We also going to be talking about how the Pelicans team not only has grown, but how Zion has found a new ability to be engaged when it comes to this team. We also going to be talking about how Trey Murphy and Saddiq Bey as veterans is leading the way for these young fellas on offense. We got a lot more of that on the Pelican Sports Corner.
No the lights up, Pelicans fly high from the Crescent City. Watch us touch the sky. Zion in the paint, thunder when it ride. Poodle with the splash, got that fire in his eye. Trey Murphy from deep, let it rain, let it pour. Herb and Jose locking down every floor. New blood coming, fizz, PV, Queen. Pelicans United, we chasing that dream. Big Z breaking rim, crowd going wild. Power in the lane, got defenders in denial. Hulu with the handles, crossing up the scene. Buckets from the arc, keep the scoreboard clean. Trade with the wingspan, shooting with the breeze. Catching alley oops, bring opponents to their knees. Herb Jones clamps, never giving up an inch. Jose with the steel, crowd jumping out the bench. Throw the lights up, Pelican fly high from the Crescent City.
Welcome into the Pelican Sports Corner, man. You already know what it is. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. If you already subscribed, I appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you comment. But as always, man, let's just dive right in. We have a team that's on the road. We have a team that's on the road, man. We got a crowd that's engaged. We got a crowd that's participating. We got a team that's winning games. They pulled off 5 straight. They just lost to the Cleveland Cavaliers. But we're going to have a lot more of that a little bit later. They pulled off 5 straight in some tough games. And a lot of the times they was winning in the fourth quarter. A lot of the times they was overcoming bad deficits. And you got to say, for a team that struggled in the fourth quarter, the team that gave up leads in the fourth quarter, this is a sign of maturity, but also a sign of a team that's unlocking their potential. The Pelicans are on a roll, man. When I say on a roll, they're on a roll. They're actually competitive. They actually has a team you can cheer for. And that pick for the Atlanta Hawks is out of there. Because they're going to keep getting wins. They're going to keep fighting. They're going to keep being scrappy. And they're going to keep killing people on the offensive end. Now, that being said, they just lost to the Cleveland Cavaliers. And I don't know what it is about this bench and Carlo. I don't know if it's because they want him strictly behind Derik Queen. I don't know what it is. But when Carlo and Derik Queen are on the floor, man, magic happens. You can't keep putting a guy on the bench who gives you energy, who gives you shot blocking ability, who gives you ability to run the floor with the young guys, who gives you ability to attack the rim and can score points outside of 3, can make corner threes. On a bench when you got Derik Queen, who's not that far along when it comes to defense. He's handsy when it comes to steals. When it comes to blocks and contesting, he's not there. He's not elite. So putting Carlo there and starting Saddiq Bey at the power forward when you can start Saddiq Bey at the shooting forward tonight, I don't understand it. Like, it's one thing to play small ball, but styles make fights. Styles makes fights. If you got 2 centers, 7-foot centers with the Cleveland Cavaliers that's coming and shooters all around you, and you lack rebounding, you need guys who can rebound. You need a Carlo and Queen there so that they can box out. That's just simple basketball. These are the things I'm looking for him to do. These are the adjustments I'm looking for him to make. You have Carlo playing with Zion, but Zion, you know he's not looking to pass. He's looking to score in the paint because that's what he does. Queen is looking to pass, which opens up everything else. It's a simple answer to beating bigs in the paint. The Pels have dominated in the paint game after game after game. But this one was going to be tough because they pose a threat with shot blockers in the paint with Jared Allen and Ingram. And then you got athletic guards like Darius Garland who can knock that thing down and Devin Mitchell. So you have to have a defense of strategy, but also an offensive strategy that can offset these guys. But let's get back to the positives, because this is a Christmas special. This is a Christmas special. We're gonna stay with Christmas cheer. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Do better, Borrego. The Pelicans are building something special. Now, the reason why I say don't worry about that pick is because the media will tell you the Pelicans don't have assets, right? I'm of the one to believe that we have too many assets. Now, that's going to sound crazy coming from a team that's traded away their first round picks. But what nobody's talking about and nobody's discussing is that the Pelicans still have Zion as a trade piece, DeJounte Murray when he comes back as a trade piece, potentially Jordan Hawkins, potentially Yves Missi. All of these guys are trade picks that could be put in a package, right? All of these guys are picks, and there's more. All of these guys who can be traded. Not saying they should be traded, but these guys can be traded. You can get a first round pick for a couple of these guys. You can get 2 seconds for a couple of these guys. You can build your roster. You can get serviceable players for these guys. Not saying that Joe Dumars should just start having a fire sale and start trading people, because you have to build that camaraderie, and guys are just starting to buy in. But what I'm saying is, if you decide you want to get better, you have the pieces there, and we still have that Milwaukee pick. So we have assets. Assets is not our problem. How we use the assets is another story. How we combine those assets to get better players is another story. It'll be interesting to see the vision that Joe Dumars and Troy Weaver have when it comes to that. And I think both of them have been doing an immaculate job so far. I'm pretty sure they have an idea in play, but they're not going to jump at anything. They gave away their picks, so they're going to be looking for picks. There's reports saying the Pelicans' asking price is too high. Well, they could call their shot because they already hit on the picks that they had this upcoming draft. So what's the rush? They're potentially looking at these guys, Jeremiah Fitz and Derik Queen, as 10-year cornerstones. So if you got a guy that you potentially think you're going to have for 10 years, there's no rush. You just need to find the right guys on their timeline. And I think the Pelicans are going to find that. You need to find the right guys who can help this team win. Now, you got the right veterans in the locker room with Kevon Looney and DeAndre Jordan, who's have won many games in this league. But now you need the guys to show them on the court. You got guys like Trey Murphy stepping up, taking on that leadership role, bringing them along. Sadiq Bey also hooping out there, absolute balling. You got guys like that. But it's going to require another guy, a closer, somebody who, when all in doubt, he could get you a bucket. The Pelicans don't really have that right now. Or Derik Queen and Jeremiah Fitz have not grown into that right now. So you can acquire a guy like that, but there's not many guys like that. That's the only issue that you run into. There's one guy in Phoenix that fits the timeline and can be a closer. But is he willing to come to the Pelicans? Is he willing to, live in New Orleans? He seems to like the Bay, from what I've been told. But if you're talking about giving up assets to get a guy like that, we're talking championships now. No, I'm not going to get ahead of myself and say that Jeremiah Fitz, Derik Queen, Trey Murphy is championship ready. But I can see it in 2 years, them being championship ready. As they building and adding to their game and getting better conditioning and understanding the game more and adding more skill to their game. But what I'm saying is, Joe Dumars and Troy Weavers, let's give them a round of applause. Let's call a spade a spade. Let's be honest about the situation. If you can ever hit a home run, these guys hit 2 back-to-back with Jeremiah Fitz and Derik Queen. These guys absolutely hit home runs back-to-back. They turned a low-hanging fruit franchise into one of the most exciting franchises in the NBA. Every time you turn on any type of NBA show or any type of YouTube show that's dealing with the NBA, it's Derik Queen, Jeremiah Fields all over it. It's Joe Dumars' name all over it. Why? He called this shot and he absolutely nailed it. Call a spade a spade. He absolutely nailed it. And teams are trying to figure out, how did they not see what Joe Dumars saw? But that's the draft. Some guys get it, some guys don't. Some guys call a shot and be terribly wrong and get fired. Some guys call a shot and be right. Giannis Antetokounmpo is one. Kobe Bryant is another one. These are guys who a lot of teams went higher on, who they passed on, and guess what? These guys are perennial all-stars, which looks like Derik Queen is going to be. So when it comes to the shuffling of this roster, and when it comes to finding somebody to play alongside Derik Queen, if James Borrego remain the coach, I'm telling you right now, there's a coach, a championship caliber coach, licking his chops to get to the Pelicans. That's a fact. There's a championship level coach licking his chops to get to the Pelicans. Because people think if you move Derik Queen to power forward, he still can't be the guy who's facilitating offense. That's BS. He can facilitate offense no matter who's guarding him. He can facilitate offense no matter who's guarding him. And there's this rumor out here that, he can't guard power forwards or centers. He's never been a guy that can guard power forwards and centers like that. But he can hold his own. Jokic is not a guy who could guard the power forwards and center, but he can hold his own. He can cancel it out. If you know what cancel out means, it'll be an even scratch out, because Derik Queen and Jokic going to get theirs no matter what. And most of the times they're going to win on that offensive, when it comes for the offensive stat sheet. Most of the time they're going to get way better numbers than the person that's guarding. Almost 80% of the time. So they're going to cancel it out. You just got to build what's around them to dominate. And that's what Denver usually does. So that formula right there is a winning formula. Now, I advocate for Carlo the way I advocate for Carlo, because Carlo gives you some uniqueness, almost like a young Kristaps Porzingis. Not saying he's Porzingis, but he got that type of athletic ability, that type of unicorn ability where he can make plays every night. And when you overplay on Derik Queen, you don't want to leave that guy open. You see what he do. He yams on everybody. Oh, you take that away, he shoots the three in the corner in your face. He's an X factor. But how you use him is important. Who you use him on the floor with is important. That's a coaching issue. So as you building this culture, you got to unlock guys. Now James is doing a great job right now with the small ball. But when you run into a buzzsaw like Cleveland, a playoff caliber team, you better be ready. You better have your lineups ready. And he clearly wasn't ready tonight. And that's okay, because we went 5-1. That's still pretty damn good. And that shows that he at least have the ear to play. So that being said, let's get out of that. Let's talk about what we thankful for. Let's talk about this Christmas cheer we're going to give out, since this is the Christmas special. So not James Borrego, but Joe Dumars and Troy Weaver. Let's give these guys a round of applause, man. Let's give these guys a round of applause. Joe Dumars and Troy Weaver, they give all the Christmas cheer. They get all the Christmas cheer because they gave us something to root for. They gave us something to hope for. They found the players that we needed, that fits the city, that fits the fight, that fits the talent, that absolutely embody the city, that won't quit, and that has lit a fire under everybody on the Pelicans roster with their attitudes. So let's give Joe Dumars and Troy Weaver their flowers for actually putting something together that's going to pack the blender on a night-to-night basis. And to all the fans in the blender, man, keep showing up. You guys are doing an amazing job. They say that there's no Pelicans fans in the Smoothie King City. Well, guess what? You're proving them wrong game by game. So keep packing out that blender, man. Keep doing y'all thing, man. They gonna see. We gonna build a juggernaut. Slowly but surely, baby, we collecting infinity stones. may not be as quiet as it was before everybody was on the bandwagon of it being a bad trade, but guess what? We here. We are here now. Second thing, we're going to talk about a guy we didn't see coming. A guy that's just embodied being a pro. A guy that shows up to work and put on his construction hat and go to work and make no excuses. No matter where you play him, he show up, he balls, he gets dirty. It doesn't matter what you do. We're going to talk about Saddiq Bey, a veteran we didn't know we needed, but now that we have him, man, we can't live without him, man. Saddiq Bey. Shout out to Saddiq Bey, man. Let's give Saddiq Bey a round of applause, man. Let's give that boy a round of applause. Came up, made no excuses, taking these little young rookies, leading the way, helping these little young rookies getting some dubs, showing them what it look like, showing what it's like to be a pro, putting out the effort out there, man, getting buckets. You know what I'm saying? You can't ask for that. And like I told you, when told y'all about the Jonathan Kuminga trade, Saddiq Bey is the same player, if not better, right now. But they won't listen to me. A lot of times they never do. I'm always ahead. People never listen, but I'm always ahead. But we're not going to harp on that. Shout out to Saddiq Bey. Saddiq Bey, man, keep doing your thing, man. Hold these little rookies up. Do your thing. Also, we're going to talk about a guy who's on an all-star track. An all-star. Man, he's just out there getting buckets. Trey Murphy. Trey Murphy has become one of the leaders on his team. He's become a guy that is now demanding the ball. He's become a guy that's calling his shots, getting buckets. He's substantially more active on defense. You know what I'm saying? Willing rebounder. He's actually becoming a player, Trey Murphy. You know, and you can see it in his play. You can see it in his confidence. You can see it in how he attacked the rim, the alley-oops he's getting. The more frequent he's running to the rim, the more frequent he's driving to the rim. He's becoming a guy that's unapologetic about the shots he takes. And that's the best version of Trey Murphy. Trey Murphy is doing his thing, man. He's absolutely doing his thing. And to Trey Murphy, I say, man, keep balling, man. Keep shooting that thing. Keep playing defense. Keep getting out there, making them athletic plays, man. The Pelicans need you to do that, man. I'm telling you. You consistently do that, you're going to bring a ring to this team, man. I'm telling you. Because you got a unique skill set to where you can open up the floor for everybody else with your shooting ability, your high-flying ability, and the way you space the floor. You have the threat you create to space the floor, man. So shout out to Trey Murphy, man. Shout out to Trey Murphy. Let's give Trey Murphy a round of applause again. He get 2. All-stars get 2. And I'm calling it. He's an all-star. He may not make the cut. But to me, he's an all-star. You know how these all-star votes for. It don't be on play. It be on favoritism. It be on popularity. A lot of these guys ain't really watching the game. Another guy we going to give out Christmas cheer to. Another person we going to give out Christmas cheer to. Let's talk about Derik Queen and Jeremiah Fears. Before these young boys got to the team, before Jeremiah Fears and Derik Queen got to the team was pretty much, pretty much the team was stuck down in the depths in a barrel, and Jeremiah Fears and this rookie Derik Queen just kept fighting. They just kept fighting. No matter how bad they was losing, they kept fighting. No matter how bad they was losing, they was up on players in players' face. No matter how bad they lose, they was talking trash. No matter how bad they was losing, they was getting buckets. And the team saw that man and said, but look, wait. If these little youngsters could play on a night-to-night basis with this type of effort, this type of tenacity, this type of love for the game, why can't we? We veterans. We're supposed to be showing them the way. They're not supposed to be leading the charge. And it became infectious. And as you can see, outside of Jose Alvarado, because Jose Alvarado is Jose Alvarado, he going to ball till he fall no matter what. He going to ball. Him and Herb, they going to ball till they fall no matter what. That's just who they are. High energy, great defensive guys. But these little young guys leading the charge the way they did, They both have ushered in a new brand of basketball in New Orleans. They ushered in a new brand of basketball in the city. They ushered in a new brand of basketball when it comes to this New Orleans Pelicans team. And they should be, man, we got to get them a round of applause. Get them kudos. These youngsters should be growing into leaders. They shouldn't be right out the gate being leaders. But the ability, you can see the difference between somebody who love the game and somebody who don't. And they both embody it. Shout out to Jeremiah Fierce and Derik Queen. Tell an NBA store to get some more jerseys in, man. There's a lot of people back, man, when that Fierce jersey, when that Queen jersey, I don't know when it's coming. Tell NBA shop, order some more goddamn jerseys. Like, what's up with that? You're not supposed to be losing money on jerseys. What's going on, NBA shop? Get it together. People looking for them Queen and Fields jerseys. Y'all coming up short. Y'all supposed to be ready. But that's a story. That's a topic for another day. You know? But give those young brothers their props, man. They really out here fighting tooth and inch. You know what I'm saying? Giving everything they got. Also, we're going to give props to the people who's finding their footing, who always got their foot on the gas, who come off the bench. You know what I'm saying? Who, look, it don't matter. Put me in, coach. I'm knocking it down. Jose Alvarado. You know what I'm saying? Herb don't come off the bench, but he got that energy like he come off the bench. Herb locking people down, giving 8 steals in one of the games this season on that one of this winning streaks. Like, shout out to these dudes, man. E. Meesey, when they not playing them all the time, still coming with the effort. You know what I'm saying? They sitting Hawk, but even when Hawk came and he made a few timely buckets. So shout out to all of these people, man, that's just embracing their role. And a lot of these people, they don't play every game. But, like I said, these guys are important for the team because you have to find people who master their role and is a master within their role. And these guys embody it, man. Shout out also to DeAndre Jordan and Kevon Looney for holding these young boys up, man. Constantly in their ear, giving them advice. Like, to have a veteran like DeAndre Jordan is a cheat code in itself. You already know how DeAndre Jordan was coming. He was a hooper, big time. You know what I'm saying? So he played with the Chris Paul. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. He played with the Jokic. Shout out to him. He know what it looks like. So to have somebody who could be in your ear to, you know, keep your attitude right. Shout out to DeAndre Jordan, man. We don't talk enough about DeAndre on this podcast. But we do appreciate him. We also going to be talking about, we also going to give somebody else their props. And I'm going to give him this. Carlo. I know they got you out the lineup. I know they got you out the lineup, brother. I know they in and out. Every now and then he really don't play Cinders James. But man, if he's not the coach and another coach get their hands on you, I'm telling you, you're going to be an X factor. You do too many things, wild things on a night-to-night basis. Too many wild things. I'm telling you, there's coaches that's looking for your athletic ability. And hopefully the Pelicans don't get rid of you because it'll be the most foolish thing they've done. They have a cheat code and don't even know it yet. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's still some things that they're looking for you to grow, some things they're trying to get you to understand. But man, if they just see the potential of you running up and down the floor with Derik Queen, you know what I'm saying? And you forcing other bigs to have to run down the court, what that does to their win on defense, they will never understand. But trust me, just stick in there, keep doing what you're doing, man. It'll happen in no time. Shout out to Carlo, man, for yamming on everybody, dunking on everybody, getting called up, being energy, always having a positive attitude. Shout out to Carlo, man. Let's give Carlo a round of applause, too. Yeah, I am on the Carlo. I'm one of the Carlo crazies. I'm on the Carlo train. Watch what I tell you. Get the right coach, and man, look, boy can give you 15-10 easy on a night-to-night basis. We don't got no center that can do that but him. He can give you 15 and 10 easy. Easy. With effort, blocks on defense, everything. He hustles. You can't teach that. That's love. But all in all, man, it's been a up and down season. You know, there's been things that's going on, man. We was down in the depths. I'm glad y'all get to see the excitement. I'm glad y'all get to see the growth. I'm glad that, you know, you guys been rocking with me, you know, because it's been a terrible season. You didn't have to watch. You could have been pissed off. You could have been mad that the Pelicans was losing, but you kept rocking with me, man. That can't be understated, man. And I appreciate that, man. Honestly. So, without further ado, let's just make sure we understand that there's a lot more basketball to be played. Season's not over yet. There's still things that can happen, man. There's still roster moves that can happen, man. DeJounte's about to come back. Let's see how that unfolds. We don't know how that's going to work out. There's a lot of things happening for the Pels, man, that I'm excited to see because I don't know what the hell they're going to do with all these pieces and how they're going to, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that's talented that the Pelicans have that's on the bench. Man, listen, it's going to be fun to watch either way. But as always, man, I appreciate you guys from rocking with me, man. I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, man. I hope you guys get everything you want. You know, I hope you stay blessed, stay healthy. And as always, man, from my family to yours, thank you for watching the Pelican Sports Corner, man. Y'all be safe out there, man. And as always, man, I'm Byron Felder. From my family to your family, man. Merry Christmas again. And have a Happy New Year.